It's not about earning more money. It's about managing the money you already have. And that's the difference between the average person and the top 1%. After 10 years of studying how wealthy people structure their finances, I realized something surprising. They all follow a version of the same simple framework. And today I'm going to show you how to manage your money like the 1% using the 15-65-20 money rule, a system that anyone can apply no matter how much you make. But here's the twist that almost everyone gets wrong. The power of this rule has nothing to do with budgeting and everything to do with a hidden strategy the wealthy silently rely on. And once you see it, you'll never look at your paycheck the same way again. The first thing you need to understand is that wealthy people don't wait for perfect conditions before getting control of their finances. They create the conditions by deciding exactly where every dollar will go before it even arrives. They don't leave their money up to chance, mood, or motivation because they know those things change daily, but structure stays stable. This is why the very first element of the 15-65-20 money rule starts with the portion almost nobody prioritizes, yet the 1% treat as non-negotiable. It begins with the first 15% of your income. And this section has one purpose: protecting your future self before your present self has a chance to spend a single cent. Most people reverse this order and end up saving whatever is left, which is almost always nothing. But the wealthy do the opposite because they know the most dangerous expense is the one you didn't expect. When you allocate the first 15% to yourself, you're not just saving, you're building a financial shield that prevents unexpected events from becoming financial disasters. This money creates a silent buffer around your life that absorbs shocks so you don't have to. It means one emergency won't wipe out your stability. It means one setback won't become a spiral. It means one unexpected bill won't force you into panic decisions you regret later. This is the foundation of financial confidence, the kind of confidence the 1% rely on daily. They aren't less stressed because their lives are easier. They're less stressed because they've built safety into their systems. To begin building this safety, you start with an accessible cushion, money you can reach without penalties, delays, or hoops. This is where you aim to collect 1 month of essential expenses, not lifestyle upgrades or convenience purchases, but the absolute basics that keep your life functioning. Think in terms of rent, utilities, groceries, medications, transport, and obligations that you cannot skip without serious consequences. When you see this number clearly, something interesting happens. Your financial life suddenly feels more understandable, more manageable, and less intimidating. You see the real cost of staying afloat, not the cluttered cost of indulgences, subscriptions, and repeating habits. Once you secure 1 month of essential living costs, the next step is expanding this into a deeper safety net, 3 to 6 months of core expenses intentionally set aside. This level of protection doesn't just create security, it creates freedom. It means a job loss becomes stressful, but not catastrophic. It means a medical issue becomes inconvenient, but not financially fatal. It means you gain the ability to make better decisions without desperation driving you. And that distinction, making decisions from safety instead of fear, is one of the greatest wealth advantages you can ever give yourself. But the 1% don't treat this 15% as just storage. They treat it as a launch pad. Once your emergency cushion is in place, the remaining portion of that 15% begins transitioning into growth. This is the secret most people underestimate. Saving protects you, but investing propels you. Saving is a seatbelt, but investing is the engine. Saving keeps you safe, but investing takes you somewhere. Wealthy people understand this, which is why they treat investing like a mandatory expense rather than a nice idea. When you start investing, you're tapping into the power of time, something you cannot recover once it's lost, and the wealthy use time like a tool. They know that letting money sit in the market for long periods, even with modest returns, produces results that look almost magical decades later. This happens because compound growth doesn't reward the biggest contributions, it rewards the earliest ones. The small, consistent deposits you make now do more for your future than large last-minute deposits later. To take advantage of this, you begin with accounts designed to make your money grow efficiently. These include retirement accounts at your workplace, where employer contributions act like an immediate return on your investment. Wealthy people maximize matches not because the amounts are huge, but because the principle is powerful. Free growth is the smartest growth. After capturing whatever free contributions you can, you move toward accounts that let your investments grow without future taxes eating away your gains. These structures exist to reward long-term planning, and wealthy people use them strategically because they understand something crucial. What you keep matters more than what you make. Inside these accounts, the 1% favor simplicity over complexity. They don't chase every new trend or try to outsmart the market with excessive risk because they know that consistent growth outperforms chaotic guessing. Instead, they rely on diversified passive funds that spread risk across hundreds of companies, reducing the impact of any single failure. These funds quietly compound in the background while you live your life. This is why wealthy people can appear relaxed. They're not constantly managing their investments. They're letting a proven system work for them. With the first 15% of your income structured, protected, and automated, something subtle but powerful begins to happen. You stop drifting from month to month, reacting to whatever bill or situation pops up. Instead, you start operating proactively with clarity. This shift alone dramatically changes how you feel about money. You begin experiencing the same calm the 1% experience. Not because you're rich, but because you're prepared. You're not worried about every unexpected event because you've built a system designed to absorb those pressures. And when your financial foundation becomes stable, your behavior changes naturally. You make decisions with more logic and less emotion. You pursue opportunities without fear holding you back. You gain the ability to say no to things that drain you and yes to things that improve you. And that kind of control isn't just financial, it's psychological. Now that your first 15% is set up to protect you, stabilize you, and quietly grow for you, the next stage of the 15-65-20 rule focuses on something far more challenging. And honestly, the part that even high earners struggle to control. The core 65% that funds your actual life. This is the section where your real financial habits live. Your housing, your transportation, your food, your fixed commitments, and all the essential pieces that keep your life running smoothly every single month. And this is also the section where lifestyle creep quietly hides, slowly expanding and taking over your budget without you ever noticing. Wealthy people know this, which is why they pay extremely close attention to their lifestyle choices even when their income grows. The goal of directing 65% of your income toward your essential living costs isn't about restricting you or forcing you into a minimalist lifestyle. It's about preventing your core expenses from expanding at the same rate as your income. When your essentials stay steady even as your earnings rise, the gap between what you make and what you spend becomes your opportunity zone. Wealthy people protect that gap fiercely. They understand that the fastest way to lose financial control is to let your recurring expenses increase faster than your progress. Most people don't consciously choose a more expensive lifestyle. It happens slowly, one upgrade at a time. The 65% structure interrupts that pattern. To gain control of this area, the first step is understanding where your money currently goes within your essential spending. It's shockingly common for people to know their salary, but not their actual cost of living. When you write down the exact amounts you spend on housing, food, utilities, transport, insurance, and unavoidable responsibilities, you instantly see what's pushing the boundaries of your budget. Sometimes the biggest strain is a car that costs more to maintain than it's worth. Sometimes it's a home that eats up half your paycheck. Sometimes it's a pattern of daily conveniences that add up to hundreds without feeling like much in the moment. Wealthy people renegotiate, adjust, and reduce their top-heavy expenses instead of obsessing over small cuts that barely move the needle. They understand that skipping a coffee won't change their life, but reducing a major recurring cost absolutely will. That's why the 65% category focuses on optimizing the biggest pillars of your financial life. A smaller home in a location that still meets your needs can free up hundreds monthly. A more fuel-efficient car or switching to public transport for part of the week can create breathing room without sacrificing your lifestyle. Evaluating your utility providers, insurance plans, or subscription bundles can uncover dozens of dollars in savings with minimal effort. And these changes don't feel restrictive because they don't attack your joy. They simply refine your structure. This section of the rule also teaches you something incredibly valuable. Your lifestyle becomes easier to maintain when your lifestyle expectations stop expanding every time your income grows. Wealthy people sustain a comfortable standard of living without constantly reinventing it. They enjoy upgrades intentionally, not impulsively, and only when the rest of their financial structure remains healthy and aligned. And because they maintain that discipline, their financial stress decreases, their savings increase, and their investments compound faster. But the real magic of this rule happens in the final 20%. This is the section most people misunderstand, and ironically, the section the 1% take the most seriously. Because this last portion isn't about duty or discipline, it's about enjoyment, fulfillment, motivation, and balance. This is the space the wealthy intentionally preserve to enjoy their success without guilt, without pressure, and without sacrificing their long-term goals. And here's the powerful truth. Having a defined area for guilt-free spending actually makes it easier to stay consistent with your savings and investments. When people ignore this section and force themselves into rigid, joyless budgets, their discipline doesn't last. They eventually snap, overspend, abandon their plans, and end up right back where they started. Wealthy individuals understand human behavior better than that. They protect 20% specifically so they can say yes to the things that bring them energy and joy. A spontaneous dinner out, a short trip, a beauty service, a hobby purchase, a night out with friends. They treat these as intentional parts of their financial life rather than accidental leaks. This 20% becomes your lifestyle fuel. It gives you something to look forward to. It keeps you from feeling deprived. It reduces the emotional pressure that pushes people into reckless decisions. And ironically, because you know you have a set amount to enjoy fully, you stop overspending everywhere else. You start choosing experiences more intentionally. You begin spending in ways that actually make you happier instead of numbing stress. You stop feeling guilty about enjoying your life because your enjoyment has a designated place in your financial plan. The 1% have mastered this mindset. Money isn't just for survival or security. It's also for creating a meaningful life. And they understand that burnout destroys progress faster than any poor investment ever could. When you give yourself that 20% margin to breathe, you stay motivated enough to continue protecting your 15% savings and investing structure. And you stay disciplined enough to keep your core 65% under control. This balance is what makes the system sustainable long-term. And something interesting begins to happen when you live this way consistently. Your emergency fund grows. Your investments begin compounding. Your lifestyle stabilizes. Your fund becomes intentional. Your stress decreases. Your choices get sharper. Your goals feel closer. Your money stops controlling you. Instead, you start controlling your money the same way the 1% do, through structure, clarity, and calm confidence. Over time, you'll notice that the 15-65-20 rule doesn't just organize your finances. It organizes your mindset. It teaches you to prioritize your future, manage your present, and enjoy your life without sabotaging your goals. It shows you that wealth isn't a number. It's a rhythm. It's a system. It's a set of habits that repeat month after month until they transform your entire financial reality. And the more consistently you follow this structure, the more your money begins working for you in the background of your life. By aligning your income with this system, you're building wealth quietly, steadily, and intentionally. You give yourself flexibility. You give yourself protection. You give yourself joy. You give yourself discipline. And more importantly, you give yourself the same foundation the top 1% rely on: clarity, direction, and control. And that's how the 15-65-20 rule helps you manage your money like the wealthy. By making your financial life simple, predictable, balanced, and aligned with your long-term vision. If you apply this consistently, you won't just feel richer, you'll become richer, not only in money, but in freedom, confidence, and the ability to design your life instead of surviving it. If this video helped you get a clearer structure around your money, it would mean a lot if you took just a moment to subscribe to the channel. It really supports the work I'm doing here and helps this content reach more people who need it. And if you're serious about improving your financial life, this channel is the best place to be. Every week, I share practical, easy-to-follow strategies you can start using immediately. No complicated jargon, no overwhelming steps, just real systems you can apply to build long-term stability and confidence. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next video. I appreciate you being here, and I'll see you in the next one.